Hello everyone, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those of you who watch this video. Hope you enjoy it. Also grateful for those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much. And I'm grateful for those of you who have comment. Always appreciate reading your comments and learning stuff I didn't know about these movies. Grateful for that as well. So let's talk about Cyborg, starting Claude Van Damme. If you've been tuning into my channel a lot, you know I'm a big Van Damme movie. I need to watch more of his stuff after Sudden Death and after the 95, 96, late 90s and beyond. I need to watch more of his movies, but I love his late 80s, early 90s stuff. Fantastic. And Cyborg is one of my favorite movies from Van Damme. And I'm going to talk about something that people don't really talk about in a Van Damme movie. It gets great action scenes, but something that really hit me this time while watching this probably for my 100th time is the music score in this movie is very well done. It really captures the emotion that's being presented on screen, like the scenes where he's with his family or adopted family, I guess you can say, and like how it really it really brings on the feeling that he had for his for the girlfriend he had and for her sister, and I think she had a little brother too. I remember right. I just got to watch this. I can't remember how many people in the family. Anyways, but he really capture the emotions that's being presented on the screen. Great music score in this. I think it's very undervalued, underappreciated. It really brings this movie to life. Now, if you've never seen Cyborg, it's basically we've got a dystopia society going on, and you have a robot who's being led by her guardian, and she's trying to get a cure to the scientists in Atlanta so they can cure whatever disease is going on that's plaguing the whole world. And you got warlords around. So you got your main warlord here. And this dude really fits the part. He's always in these sunglasses. He gets the muscles. And then he's just crazy. He takes off his glass. I don't know, over probably contacts because of those bright blue eyes. He's the perfect villain in this movie. For a good hero, you need a great villain. And you got this great villain in this movie. And his little little henchmen the guys going on there too. They're very memorable too. Each one of them got their own little style, they're not copies of each other. You can recognize them from a distance, who's fighting who. They all kind of different fighting style too, if you want to call it. But I feel like the writers and the director did a great job of presenting a great group of villains for this movie. And then you got Van Damme in here, and he's kind of like a guy who would help people get out of cities, and protect them from these pirates, I guess you can call them. And at one time it was the best. And it's kind of after revenge for our main villain here who killed his family. Van Damme has probably one of the best. You do movie history. Van Damme is probably the best, has the best movies for revenge. Like all his movies are revenge. Maybe Charles Bronson for the Death Wish, but you gotta love Van Damme and his revenge movies, and he does an excellent job. I also think this movie probably has the best Van Damme kill in all his movies. There's a scene where they go into the sewers, and there's like these pillars, and he climbs over a pillar, and he's doing, Van Damme has to do the splits, right? So he's doing the splits on these pillars, and he has one of the henchmen walking under him, and he takes his knife, and boom, he kills him that way. One of the coolest kills. I'm not a violent person, by the way, but it was a pretty cool kill. I think it's probably the best one in his movie, in his filmography. Be honest, it looks pretty cool. It's shot awesome. It's a faraway shot. You see Van Damme sitting there. You get that black, but he got like a blue light behind him type of thing. Looks really great. Really great kill. You got a great fight scene at the end. It really keeps it suspenseful. There's some symbolism in here. Van Damme gets crucified, and then so he's basically being a savior type of character. I don't know how they even got him up there or to crucify him, because it's about 30 feet in the air. Don't know how he survived once he basically broke the wood to knock it down. Who knows? But he did. So there are some places where you have to kind of suspend your belief. Reality doesn't really it's not really realistic, but hey, it's a great action movie. Fighting scenes are fantastic. if nobody's never seen a Van Damme movie, and this was on TV, we would watch it. We're gonna watch Cyborg. You want to see what Van Damme's all about? This is a great representation of Van Damme's movie, especially during this time period where he's basically took nothing and made them to great movies. A little side note on this: Cyborg was supposed to be Masters of the Universe Part 2, but because Canon was low on money and Master of the Universe didn't make a lot of money and Superman 4 didn't make a lot of money, they changed it into Cyborg, which is good. By the way, I guess I could say like there's no special effects, or I guess there are special effects, but there is a special effect, and it kind of improved a lot from Terminator, because you got a similar situation where the Cyborg takes her wig off, and it's like half face, half machine back there on her head. I think it looks better than it did in Terminators. So with the budget they had, it was able to do a pretty good job with that aspect. It looks pretty realistic. Back then, when it first came out, it looked really realistic. Now, you're kind of like, but it still passes the test. Probably be like a B movie type of special effects these days, but it's still very well done. Overall, great movie. Love this one. If you're a Van Damme movie, you've had to seen this one. If you've never seen the Van Damme movie and you see this on Amazon Prime, check it out, especially if you like those dystopia movies. It's one of the better dystopia movies that you can find. It's really great. Gotta check it out. Yeah, might want to use some little tissues at the end though. Just a heads up, if you're watching this with your girlfriend or your wife, have a box of tissues. She may cry at the end. But us men, we don't cry. I didn't cry. I'm for real this time too. I didn't cry in this one. Because his sidekick's kind of annoying to me a little bit. But that's just me. Anyways, have a great day, and hopefully you'll check out another video of mine. Bye.